to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with Laura Stiles and Rosenberg.
Ebro in the Morning, Laura Stiles, Rosenberg, Glorilla, first time on the program.
Hey, what's up?
You big in the game, fast. It happened quick.
Thanks.
It happened quick.
It did. Real
Now,
fast.
do you love what's happened? Like, I mean, of course you're happy, but is it too fast? Is it not fast enough? Like, how you feeling about everything?
I just feel like it's the right everything perfect.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I can deal with whatever is coming my way. I feel like I'm built for it.
Prior to F.N.F. and twerking on headlights, and you and your girls in the hood with the video.
Yeah.
Were you putting out rap records around Memphis? Was that your thing?
Yeah, like I was known in Memphis.
Yeah.
For how long? How far back?
I'll say I started getting notoriety in like, I had a little notoriety in like 2020 and 2021 came. The whole city and like Arkansas, Mississippi, the places around us, they had knew me. Like I was doing shows in them areas.
Got it.
Yeah.
So you was popping and just rapping. Because I saw a clip where you was talking about you used to be in a church choir and you was singing. So do people know about the singing skill yet?
Nah, because I was doing it when I was younger.
Got it.
So I didn't even have social media back then when I was going to church.
So are we ever gonna hear you or see you sing? Is that even a part of the plan?
Yeah, most definitely. Like I want to get a vocal coach because I don't get it at all no more. I was just singing on the way up here.
Got it.
And it wasn't.
And it wasn't right?
Nah. I'm trying to get a vocal coach though because like I can write some good songs when you sing, but I just can't sing them myself, and I don't want to have to keep getting features.
Right.
Oh, for hooks. You want to be able to do them yourself.
Yeah.
But Glo, when did it start for you? Like when did you decide, yo, I want to rap? And what was the first thing you put out? How did it start?
It was like at the end of 2018. My cousin, he in jail right now, Free Rambo. But he a rapper. Like we was growing up. We the same age. We went to the same schools, and so he wanted to. He always wanted to rap, and so I used to support him. But like when it came to me, I just started doing challenges. Like I see a challenge on Facebook or something like that. I'm like, okay, I'm finna do it, whatever, just because I'm bored. And then when I do it, they'll be like, you really hard. Like you can rap, and so I'm like. He was like, you need to take it serious. I'm finna book you a studio session and we gonna go. And then the first time I went to the studio and I recorded something, I had wrote. I was like, okay, I'm gonna write something so I'm gonna be able to go to the studio. I had rapped on the Chief Keef beat. And when I went, I'm like, oh my God, I love this. Like just being in the studio, I just liked it a lot. So that's where it started.
Do you remember your rap you wrote?
It was called Honeys. It was on the Chief Keef beat called Honeys.
You want to spit that for us real quick? You remember it?
I think I got it somewhere on my phone I can find. One of these days, I'm released.
Now, I first heard you and I was like, okay, this, as a dude, a lot of rap comes out that women make, and sometimes my ears as a man will be like, oh, this for girls. This ain't even for me, right? You know what I mean? It sound, I guess I would call it like bratty in a way. It sound girly and bratty, and they talking they girl shit, and you be like, okay, this dope. You can rap. I can hear you can rap, but I ain't gonna ride around to this.
Yeah.
Your shit comes out, and it sound like, oh, okay, this is hard. Like this some street shit. This some straight ahead rap shit.
Thanks.
Now, was that a conscious decision for you to be like, no, I want to make it. I need my music to sound like this, or was that just like, somebody said, nah, you need to go in this direction? Was this all
it just happened. Like, dudes just fucked with how I rap. Like, I ain't try to purposely do it. Like, I just rap by me. I guess it's saying I make it for dudes, too, because I'm a tomboy. Right. Like, I got 6 brothers, so I done been through a lot of shit that a lot normal girls ain't been through. So I done been through a lot of boy shit. And so, how I rap, like...
You was around a lot of dudes.
Yeah. And so, like, then, like, the people who listen to my music, it be like dudes. Like, I got my friends, my girlfriends that listen. But my girlfriends, they thugging too. Like, they some little boys. Like, we ain't girly.
Right.
But but there's something else going on with you, Glo, that seems like your personality is catching people too. Because I'm noticing like...
Well, she a cool-ass chick. That's why. She's just a cool-ass chick.
It seems like your personality just comes through and people seem to just gravitate towards you as a person. Were you always active on social media? Was that like a thing? Were you building your personality?
Uh-huh. Like, I just used to be trolling and saying little funny, crazy shit all the time on social media. But I really be being cool on social media, especially now, because, like, in real life, I say shit way more crazy. But, like, I know I got to watch my mouth and I can't say certain shit no more. But I really, I'm like, my personality really way more live and lit in person, but I be out and watch what I say now.
Did you have any, before you were known for music, did you have any followers? Like, did you have a real following already, or no, or just a regular person?
I was a regular person. I say, like, I had on Instagram, I had like, I say before I blew up, it was like 16,000 followers.
Okay. So that's still a micro influencer. You still had your little, like, there are people
You had
following
your community built.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I had a name in Memphis for sure.
Right.
So what happened first? F.N.F. blew up. Like, that's what, last summer?
Last summer. Well,
So,
in
F.N.F.
April. Yep, the end of April.
End of April, so last spring, right?
Yep.
Or was that, no, wait, that's this 2022.
That's
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, that's right
this
now.
year. Uh-huh.
And so how many labels was coming to, how was they coming to find you? Right? Because Gotti's from Memphis, so I assume, okay, she signed with Gotti because he's from Memphis. He know where to go find the girl. He know everybody, and there's some trust there. But I'm sure there was other label people trying to figure it out.
Yeah, like, okay, so I had dropped the snippet. The song wasn't even out yet. The snippet from a clip from the video was just going crazy viral before we actually even dropped the video. So everybody was like, this one it was going viral. I was getting a whole lot of followers, da 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 da. And so the next day when it dropped, it's like Hickey had called me. Who was like somebody in Miami, a label in Miami was calling. And so the day after it dropped, I went straight to Miami. Then they were just calling back to back after that. Like that first week, F.N.F. dropped, almost every label was getting in contact with me. I'm gonna say the first two. Gotti ended up contacting me through a video dude named Wiki in Memphis. And
Now, did Wiki film F.N.F. video?
nah, Wiki ain't filmed it, but I didn't make videos with Wiki before. And him and Gotti, they know each other. So when I was hearing Wiki say it, he called me and told me, he was like, "And Gotti called me." Like, I'm like, I don't know if he telling the truth. Like, he might just be amping me up because, it's the hype right now, So I'm just like, nah, Gotti ain't. He ain't said just no stuff like that. But I still had in my head, like, he probably did. So, that's when I was going to our label meetings. And so Gotti was trying to, he ended up calling for himself. So I'm like, oh my God, he really calling. So I'm like, I was kind of scared a little bit.
Just intimidated?
Yeah, I was intimidated. That's what it was. And so I posted, went out there to meet with him, but I was in LA I had ended up missing my flight because I was in LA with another label. And so he ended up like pushing it off like a week or two. And so, like I said, by this time I done met with like a lot of labels, had the meetings. And so Gotti was like standing firm on it. He had called me, he had DM me, and cause I used to blow Gotti up.
So you was trying to get to him from early.
I used to blow like all labels up. Like when I was trying to come up, I used to blow every label up, send them my music, go tap in. I'm a rapper from Memphis. The typical
So he
stuff.
looked in the DM. So in your DM, did you guys have old conversation from when you used to blow him up?
Yeah, like I probably wouldn't even remember that I did that until you text me. And I looked at our thread. I'm like, shit, I used to text the shit out of him. And so he had called me personally from his own DM. And he was like, we trying to get you to come out here. So I'm like, all right, bet. And so then he had flew us out to Miami, and we got on the yacht. And so as soon as we got on the yacht, like when I met him for the first time, 'cause I went to his birthday bash because he always had one every year in Memphis.
Yeah.
So I saw him, but I never just met him. So I mean, when he first walked up, I'm like, what the fuck, this guy? And so we ended up getting on the yacht, and it was just cool. We was eating out instantly. I plugged my phone up. Because he had already called. He was like, I want to hear your other music, my music besides F.N.F. So he was like, I want to hear what else you got, you know what I'm saying? So when I went there, I just plugged my phone up and got to playing all my unreleased songs that I made. And he was like, yeah, she hard.
Yeah.
And so, like, none of the other labels did that. Like, they were so interested in F.N.F. and what they could do with
wasn't ready to
F.N.F.
go into you as an artist.
Yeah, like,
really.
they'll say play my other music, but they just weren't into it like that. But Gotti, when he heard my other music, he was just like excited. Like it was just different. You know what I'm saying? Then him being from Memphis, that was, that's another thing too. Like he understand the chord too.
Right. So now Memphis had moments before. Obviously throughout music history, right? Stax Records, all that, going way back. But even right now, how important, like when you go home to the city, you're a star. Like at this, this year you became a star. What's the city feel like for you, and what like how does that feel for you as a girl from the city?
I mean, listen, like, I can't go nowhere without somebody knowing me. Like, I can still get by other places, like, maybe walking somewhere. Like, I can walk somewhere out here, everybody not going, that's Glorilla, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people know me, but, like, in Memphis, the older people, everybody, like, no matter how old they look, they know me. Because, you know, I be on the local news out there. They just, everybody know me. So I feel like, it be feeling good, like, because everybody be telling me from the city, like, they proud of me. You putting on for Memphis, you making Memphis look good. And back then, I ain't gonna lie, I used to hate being in Memphis. I used to be like, I can't wait to go out of town. And so, but now, like, whenever I go back, it just feel like fresh air. I be like, I'm back where it started. Like, before all this happened, like, I feel like a normal person when I come to Memphis. Even though everybody know me, I still, like, just feel this, like, back to the beginning. Like, I feel like Gloria, you know what I'm saying? So I like going to Memphis and just feeling the air.
Well, congratulations.
It's amazing. How did the Cardi collab come to be? Like, it seems perfect now, like it was always destined to be.
Yeah.
But how did we actually get there?
Okay, she had already been DMing me, telling me, telling me she proud of me, telling me keep going, sending me like little voice memos, motivational
Just out of nowhere,
memos.
she just hit you, cause just off F.N.F, she just like saw it. Okay.
Yeah, and so I always love Cardi. Like, from watching her come up from loving hip hop, I just always love Cardi as a person and her music. So I didn't know they had got her to do the feature for Tomorrow too. But I had texted her one day. I was in the studio listening to another song I had made. So I'm like, I might hear Cardi on this. So I had DM'd her. And she DM'd me back fast as fuck. I was like, I got a song I hear you on. She was like, girl, I already did my verse to Tomorrow. What you talking about? I'm like, to Tomorrow? You got a verse on there? Like, I ain't know. God and them was trying to surprise me. They always trying to surprise me with shit. And so I ain't know nothing about it. And so I'm texting her. She get to sending me, like, the little clips of her verse. I'm like, oh, my God, she cute this. Like, I couldn't keep playing it back because, you know, on Instagram, you send the video. You probably can replay it once. I was like, oh, my God, she just cute this song. So God and them walked in the studio. I was like, so when y'all was going to tell me about this Cardi feature? Y'all just trying to keep it a secret. They was like, how you find out? Like, they really, I don't know how they...
Girls be talking, that's how. Same way they find everything out.
That was lit, though. And then, like, we did the video shortly after that, like, maybe a week and a half after I had found out about it. And it was just... The chemistry was so good, like Cardi.
You don't pinch yourself, though? Like, when you walk into the video set and you... A year ago, people didn't know who you were nationally at all. Yeah. And now you're on a set, and the co-star in the video is Cardi B. Like, you don't take a moment to be like, what the hell is going on in my life?
Like, yeah, like, I ain't gonna lie. It be so much stuff like that happening to me. Like, something new come about all the time. And I be like, this can't be happening to me. Like, me? When I walked in there with Cardi, like, when I walked in the room, I was like, on the way up the elevator, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna meet Cardi. Because, like, I was such a big fan of her. And so when I first saw her, I just ran up to her and gave her a hug.
Aww, and you guys look like you guys had mad fun on the set, on the video.
We did. Yeah, we were drinking Tater Port.
One of the reasons why people love you guys so much, you always look like you're having mad fun. You look like you could be, like, our homegirl. Yeah. And that's why, to me, and I've seen you, you know, obviously you're always really open on social media, but as an artist, I feel like all girls are really pressured to change. Like, change your body, change your look. And you were very vocal about, like, don't pressure me because I'm not doing none of that. Yeah. Do you still feel that way?
Yeah, like, and at the end of the day, I don't knock nobody that do change stuff. Because I always say, it's what you want. Like, if you do you can get every plastic surgery. That's what you want. That's what you want. But I just feel like people try to put it on you, like pressure you to do it. Like, if I want to do it, I'm gonna do it. But I don't want to do it. You know, maybe I ain't gonna say I'm never gonna do it, because I might say later in life, okay, I might want to do this, but I'm just not on it right now. Right, and so, like I said, it's on you. I just feel like females should be confident. Like, if you feel like you want to get a bigger booty and it's gonna make you love yourself, or do it. If that's what you want to do, but not because somebody else like, you don't got no ass, get it. You know, I'm already thick as fuck, so I don't need no BBL.
That's the attitude.
I'm thick as fuck.
So now, what's interesting, I also saw on your social media too, you talk on, I saw you in another interview talking about growing up in the church, right? Yeah. And you just said, like, you know, if you want to get a bigger booty, it'll make you love yourself more. But I also kind of feel like you're from a place where you learn self-love in a different way.
Yeah.
So I'd love you to talk about that too, because there are people trying to, men and women, by the way, trying to fulfill themselves with superficial, worldly things, whether that's cars, clothes. They think all the money in the world gonna make them feel better. They think having a certain type of girl gonna make them feel better. They think having bigger booty, bigger breasts, or a certain changing something with their face or something gonna make them feel better. But I feel like you are grounded in a different way. And kind of have like an internal confidence and a kind of spirituality and a center that probably makes your confidence exude. When you walked in this room, you know, we interview a lot of people. I never met you before, but you wasn't afraid to just be a normal human being and be yourself. There's so many artists walking here, they don't even know how to interact.
Right.
With just human beings. Hey, how you doing? What's your name? Oh, nice to meet you. Like, they can't even just do that. And I feel like you're from such a real place and a real upbringing, hearing that you have all these family members. What'd you say, 4 brothers?
I got 6 brothers.
Six brothers. Plus the church. Plus, I'm sure you was raised around strong, confident women, too. I'd love to hear some of those stories, too, that kind of created this grounding that you have.
Yeah, like my mama, she a super confident woman. Like, she's firm on it. Like, then my mama, like, she always tell me you beautiful. And so, like, I just feel like my mama tell me I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful.
That's right.
And so, like, it's like they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. If you think yourself beautiful, it really don't matter what nobody else say, because what can them thinking you ugly do? Like, okay, it's been a lot of people, like, when I first blew up, they were like, you ugly, you this, you that, you that. But at the end of the day, I'm still going up. Like, I guess being ugly making me rich if y'all want that, if that's what you want me to be. Like, I'm going to keep being ugly. Because I'm getting rich off being ugly.
You know, you can always say, how's it working out for me? It's working out.
Right. So I really feel like it's really like...
It's interesting that people would tell you that, though. Because people tell, all of us that we look stupid, fat, ugly. We get that all day, every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You corny, you this, you that, you know. But it's interesting that somebody would take it upon themselves, which actually probably means you're beautiful and you're making them feel some type of way about themselves.
Yeah, I really feel like people who don't like themselves or hate themselves try to take it out on other people and try to, like, make them feel bad about themselves. That's why I say self-love is like a huge thing. Because if you love yourself, it's really, your confidence, can't nobody knock your confidence down. Like.
And the story behind F.N.F. also told me a different story, which is not only do you have self-confidence, but you willing to do the work to stay beautiful on the inside, because you was doing a cleanse.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So that in itself, right? Because there's people who may not love the way they appear, but are they willing to do the work to clean their inside that could clear up their skin or make them sleep better or make their body feel better or actually help them lose weight in the places that they want to lose weight or make their skin, not as dry or, you know what I'm saying? Drink the water, change the diet, and you're willing to do that work.
Yeah, like that goes back to really everything itself. Self-discipline, self-love, it's within yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when I had a breakup, really. And, like, I feel like I had kind of lost myself. I still had self-love. I still love myself. But it's like, I'm the type of person, when I love hard. And so, like, when something go downhill, it just take over me. It make me lose focus on certain stuff. I lose my appetite. So I was like, like, I don't like the way that this is having a toll on me. It's like a dark cloud over me. So I'm like, I'm just going to go on the cleanse. You know what I'm saying? See if it works. Like, I'm just going to drink water. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to not go clubbing, no drinking. I'm not going to talk to no dudes. And I'm going to figure out some ways to get money, because it was at the same time where, like, I was kind of going through something. I wasn't financially stable at the time. So I'm like, me and my friend, we were like, something got to give. We can't go into 2022 the same way we did last year. Like, it's something got to be different. We getting older. We ain't 18 and shit no more. So that's when we came up with the cleanse. We started March the 1st, because the year started and shit was just still going bad. So March 1st, we started. Then, like I said, I made F.N.F. It was supposed to end 60 days from March 1st would have been May the 1st. F.N.F. came April 20. I made April 20th, 21st. It dropped April 29th. That was the end of the cleanse.
And you walked in the studio and was like, I'm fuck nigga free.
Yeah.
And it was like, hit record. I got an idea. Hit record.
Right.
Hold up. So it gave you a level of clarity.
Yeah, most definitely. Like,
Yeah.
it like relieved me of a lot of stuff. Like just drinking water and exercising. I feel like people should do that more. Cause like exercising is, what is it? It's like listening to music.
You get high from it. You can get
Yeah.
high from
The
it.
endorphins. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like discipline. You get high from discipline too. If you discipline yourself, it's like it make you feel better about yourself. Cause you knowing if you exercise and you doing it for yourself and nobody else, so it just make you feel good. It feel like you taking care of yourself, and so like you just clear your mind. Everything. I can't explain it really.
But so that record is about a relationship or a breakup, right? In a
it really
way.
I really just got high. Cause I ain't do the cleanse from weed. I was still smoking weed, but when he called me to come record on the song, I was like, I just smoked. I got high, and when I was listening to the beat, cause I was listening to the beat all day trying to think of something, I couldn't think of nothing. And so when I had smoked, it just came to my mind. I don't know how I did, but it just came to me. F-R-E-E, fuck nigga. I'm like, yeah. And so I just made it. Like, I didn't make it about nobody. It just literally what came to my mind.
But now tomorrow, in some ways, is about getting over somebody too, right? Like tomorrow I ain't gonna be thinking about you, right? Like I'm off that. I don't give a fuck what happened with you tomorrow. I'm on some new shit.
I mean, I ain't make Tomorrow about nobody. I was just rapping.
Right.
Like, okay, I'm gonna tell you about the story behind Tomorrow. I made Tomorrow before I blew up. Actually, I went to the studio and recorded Tomorrow. The same day I recorded the F.N.F visual, we went into the studio right after the video and I recorded Tomorrow.
Wow.
And so when I record, I had already wrote half the song. And so when I went to the studio, I recorded half the song. I'm like, this too short. I got to add some more. And so I had wrote another song. I had started writing another song, but it was to another beat. So I'm like, I'm just going to take this off this song and put it on Tomorrow. So the part where it has fuck I'm lit, yeah, all the way to the end, that was a whole nother song on a whole nother beat. But I just put it together with the other song. And Tomorrow, I was like, the last thing I said, because I ain't had no name, no chorus. I'm like, what can I name? And I'm like, I said Tomorrow a lot at the end, so it's going to be Tomorrow.
Wow. How much do you think you'll always be or share a connection with Hit Kid off of how much F.N.F changed your life?
I always had love for Hit Kid. You know what I'm saying? We came up together. We both from Memphis, and I ain't gonna lie, like we created a sound together. Like it's the sound that he made that's like just for me, and like it be hard to find it in other producers. And so like yeah, like we came up together, and I always had love for him.
Are y'all planning on figuring out how to work together again?
Maybe.
Maybe. That's good. That's good. Look, man, this game, we was talking about people changing their bodies and faces and all that. That happens, and a lot of shit changes when the money starts coming, right?
Yeah, more definitely.
And people coming in all industries, whether it's sports or whatever, they come in the industry and they get to see that money the first time. And
Yeah.
they ain't never had that much money
Yeah.
at one time.
Facts.
And so then you see it and you don't really conceptualize that you might be able to see it again and again and again and again if I just am consistent
Yeah.
and stay grounded and stay true to who I am. And so people start, we've seen it 100 times. People start beefing over money. They start beefing over who get to say what about what. They start beefing because somebody done said something in a comment and then they saying you said something that you didn't even say. And you're like, I don't even know what this is about. But then everybody jumping on social media because they egos and got them out of themselves and they going at each other about. And then 5 years later, they're like, yo, what was we arguing about?
Like
And they could have been getting money the whole time.
facts.
When you first got money, like I don't know if it was, what was the first real like piece of money you got? Was it a gig? Was it like a paid gig? Was it when you got a contract from Yo Gotti? Like was there one specific moment when you were like, wow, my life is gonna be different?
I ain't get my signing money until July, and I had blew up at the end of, the beginning of May. So I was getting a whole lot of show money before I had even touched my advance.
Got it.
And so it took me a long time to even actually start spending my advance money because I had made so much money. I was doing shows like back to back to back to back to back to back.
So you started adjusting to the idea of getting
Yeah.
real money. Because
Yeah.
Ebro's right, that is a weird feeling. Like at your age,
You said at the beginning of 2022, I wasn't financially stable.
right, and
Yeah.
now all
4
of a sudden-
months later, literally 4 months later, you're making more money than most people probably seen their whole life.
Yeah, I was still kind of moving like I was broke though because I wasn't trying to I wasn't used to it. Like it just happened out of nowhere. So I'm like, okay, don't make no sudden moves.
Yeah.
So
What was your first major purchase where you're like,
My veneers.
okay.
That was $25K. Yeah.
That's
Really?
your
But I got to
first
tell
major.
you, fantastic.
Great job.
They look
Thank
fantastic.
you.
Investment.
Thank you.
Well, and not because I don't know what your teeth look like before, but you got the good veneers.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm talking about. Some people come out of that shit with the cheap joints. Them shits be looking big as hell.
What they tell you, you have to do them like every 10 years, something like that. Is that what they said?
Veneers last up to 20. Mine's I got the porcelain, so they last up to 20.
That's the expensive shit.
Yeah.
And is this the one when they saw off half your teeth and then put them on? Is that how it works?
Like they drill them down, make them
Oh,
thinner.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then they put these on top.
Yep.
But you should be good for 20 years.
Yeah.
I could deal with it for 20.
What, are you 21? What, are you 20 years old?
23.
23, so we got
good,
till you
you
about
got
46. 40. Yes, we got to make sure you keep making money.
Right.
So but start putting your money away because you don't want to turn 40 like, yo, I ain't got enough to get these fixed.
Right.
Back. Yo, Glorilla, we love you, man. Congratulations.
I love y'all.
Man,
This has been
been a
so
lot of love in
fun.
this
Thank
room.
you.
I'm gonna definitely have fun. I love talking to y'all. I want to come back.
Yo, come back when the album. When's the actual album? Since
I
it's
don't
the
have
EP?
a certain date yet.
We ain't doing that yet.
It's
How many songs do you have sitting that are preparing for the album? How about that?
I don't have a certain number, but I plan on making like a lot of new music,
Got it.
like different vibes. It's
Okay.
gonna be good. It's gonna be
Okay.
good.
Listen,
All
just
right.
don't forget us. You're already practically out of here.
That's right.
But by next year, you're going to be even more. Like, you'll be in town and be like, oh, Glorilla's here for the Met Gala. Blah, blah, blah. Just don't forget about us, okay?
I'm not. I fuck with y'all.
Appreciate
Glorilla,
you.
one time,
Yeah.
man. Thank you so much.